do we really have affection and compassion for others who are not even Sajogis? Those who are not Sajogis are also the blind people. You should have compassion for them. You should feel that these people are so unhappy and they cannot come to Sahaja and they cannot become Sahajogis, and only in their ego they are satisfied. So you must have real compassion for them. If you have this compassion, you might be told by people that why you are wasting your energy, you are doing this, you are doing that. The compassion is actually unites all these things within ourselves. That's the uniting factor. First is your attention. First, which is very, very important, I think. And the second one is your intellect, or you can say your mind. And the third one is your heart. They all get somehow or other united together once you have this capacity to have compassion. You don't quarrel with anyone. You don't have to think about it. You just feel absolutely at home when you are compassionate, and with this compassion you are having relations with others. Now this compassion is not studied out or worked out or maneuvered. It is just there. It is there. In that compassion, it forgives, it forgets all nonsensical things. The forgiveness is only possible if you have this compassion within you. Now even there are Sahajogis who asked me, Mother, how can we have love and compassion? I mean, this is a question which many have asked me. Now the simple thing is that if you develop your thoughtless awareness in your meditation, in thoughtless awareness, you watch anything in thoughtless awareness, any relationship you see it in thoughtless awareness, then you will be amazed how the gates of this compassion will open. Thoughtless awareness opens your heart, but it doesn't go to one person or to another person, but it is throwing lights on all the sides of your being. Everybody is benefited. Everybody has a divine feeling for it. Because this compassion is not linear, nor is it aggressive, but it just flows and smooths and soothes everything that is chaotic, that is troublesome, and that is painful. This is what you have now. You know, these things were done by saints long time back, but nobody liked them and they crucified them out of jealousy. Because if somebody became a saint, then people felt very jealous of that person. So they killed them or tortured them and troubled them. The situation is not so bad now. Of course, there are some useless people. There are some people who are really monsters. I agree. Forget about them. But on the whole, our attitude should be that these are blind people. Now, looking at somebody who is maybe something wrong with that person, may not be good natured, maybe anything. But in your heart, you should not have any grudge. You should not have any complaints about it. You can talk to that person about it. You can tell him in a way that will be absorbed. But you should not try to make an issue out of it and try to in any way trouble or torture anyone. Can you put off this one? Pankhe ko utar. You have seen already in Sahaja Yoga those people who came and were troublesome and were not of any worth for us just dropped out by themselves. We didn't have to do much about it. They just dropped out and they have gone into some sort of a problematic life. I even now receive letters from them saying that we have this problem, we have that problem, and how to solve this. And